Hello. Hello, hello. We're getting link shared and then we will be right there. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Nettie. How are you guys doing tonight? Hello, Nancy. How is everybody doing tonight? My squeaky chair. Hopefully there's not a big lag tonight. Oh, hi, Jim. Hi, Mary. Hey, Jim. How you doing? Oh, hi, Jim. Hi, Mary. Well, fun. Oops. Oh, cool, Nettie. Hi, Mitz. I still have a headache. It's not as bad as what it was, but I still have one, yes. It's just not as bad. So we'll see how it goes. If it gets bad, then we may have an early one. Look, I got a new bone folder, so it's all clean and nice where I cleaned it all up. I'm doing okay. It's just a dull ache right now. Hi, Mom. Look good, Jim. Hi, Elizabeth. How's everybody doing tonight? Like always, we'll give it a little time. Then we'll get started. Just don't let me forget that we have our contest tonight. And I've got everybody's names wrote down, I think, so far. Let me go back and check. The head submitted. We'll see. Everybody did a great job on them. Oh. No, Mindy, I'm fine. If it gets worse, then I'll stop. Right now, I'm fine. Seriously. Okay, I am sorry. Mitzi is Mindy. I'm sorry. I'll just keep calling her Mitz. And then... Awesome, Nettie. They are so fun to do. And they're so easy. Once you do a couple, they're one of those things where you look at them and you're like, oh my gosh, they're so overwhelming. They're going to be so hard to do. Then once you do one, you're like, oh, wow, that was like super easy. Then you're like, oh, then you're ready to go. A cluster is just like, when you have different layers of paper and a picture and lace and all that like clustered together. That's my fault. Oh, here's Illinois. Look, it's Illinois fact summary. I should send that to you, Nancy. It's already colored and everything. It's all about Illinois. Places of interest. People built a state. There's a Capitol building. Books about Illinois. Oh, look. Oh, awesome, Jackie. Oh, and there's even a map. I think I'll keep... Oh, there's another one about Illinois. Okay, I'm going to keep these out for you, Nancy, and send them to you. I mean, they've got colors all over them, but they're still pretty cool. That's about interior decoration. Let me grab a couple more. April, how are you? I was thinking about you, hon. I hadn't seen you for a couple days. Oh, you're welcome. I'm spraying off screen here, so give me a second. I was just spraying these. Oh, it's not here. I got a sweater on. I'm cold. I hate spring weather where it's hot one day, so hot you can't stand it, and the next day it's freezing to death. So just in case anybody's gonna want to know what I did or whatever, I sprayed my papers with my sprays. If I can get my lids on them right, because I seem not to be able to do that today. With my sprays, and then I'm just smashing the two of them together because that saves me having to spray one. Plus it'll help it dry because you don't have all that thickness everywhere, and it looks more. Hey, Janet! Oh my Lord, Cheryl! Jeez, that's crazy. I was cold today. But I got out, I walked to the post office, all the way to the post office and back. I carried my packages down the mail. I actually walked and carried my packages down just to get out because it was not hot. It was just really nice weather to be out. Oh, I bet. Hey, Beverly. I would be. That's not even comfortable weather. That's horrid. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's some nasty weather. But I remember we went to Texas. My uncle lived in San Antonio. And we went to Texas. I was probably 12 or 13, maybe. Maybe 11, 12, 13, maybe 13. And we went like during Christmas, like sort of like, I think it was in the wintertime when we went. No, maybe not. I don't know. It was pretty warm though, even then. It was so pretty. We went down on the river walk and all down the Alamo, and then went across the border into Nuevo Laredo and all that. It was pretty fun. I hear you, April. Too. It gets crazy. So these I just sprayed with my spray. This I sprayed directly on the paper. Nope, this one I did. This one I did. where you can tell it doesn't have like this. When you put them into each other and pull them, you almost create like this textured design in the paint, which is pretty cool. Oh, I did mean to tell you guys. What did I... Let me grab something real fast so I can show you. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, I stopped at Michael's over the weekend, and I have been picking up this magazine. I've showed you guys a couple times. It's issue 205. It's actually for February, because they move issues around during Christmas time, so we get stuff at Christmas time like early, so we have it. And but it's from February. It's 2005, and I actually just found it at my Michael's. So and now this magazine, it is sort of expensive. It comes from the UK. It's $15.99. Okay, here in America. I picked mine up, and it's Card Making and Paper Craft, issue 205, February, but it's the one that's current for this month at Michael's. But they always have like, they have, you know, all the things you can do. And like, so this month, since it's Valentine's, they've got like Valentine's-y papers you can use in it. But they usually have something special. You get stamps or dies or paper or stickers. There's always something to go with it. Well, lo and behold, they're special for this time. If you haven't picked it up, go get one, girls. I'm telling you. Is Alice in Wonderland. So you get a 60-piece collection with the magazine when you buy it, which is why I can pay the $15, because you get extra stuff with it. You're not paying $15 for a magazine, because you always get stamps and dies and all kinds of stuff. So you get 10 designer papers, 44 foiled toppers, and 6 stamps. So I wanted to show you because of being all Alice in Wonderland. So you get these stamps. I know, look, you get these stamps. So there's 2 little pocket watches. It says, "Have a wonderful birthday." Curiouser and Curiouser. You get the rabbit and you get Alice in the stamps, which is awesome. The stamps alone, I would have bought it for, I mean, because you'll pay, you know, $10 for a thing of stamps plus your magazine. Then on top of it, you get 2 sheets of each of the foil toppers. So this is one design, and I'll try to, so you can see, I mean, these are nice. They're, well, let me pop one out so you can see how thick they are. They're not like chipboard style, but they're thicker than cardstock. Yeah, you get all kinds. Or you get dies, stamps, paper, embossed folders, all of that. But so this one has all these pictures in it, and you get 2 of those. So you get 2 of that sheet. You get 2 of this sheet. And I mean, look at the picture. I mean, these are not junk pictures. I mean, you know, they're very, very detailed. I love it. Let's see. And so you got 2 of those. Let's see. They seem like, did I miss 2? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Was that right? Yes. So you got 4 sheets of the foiled toppers, 44 total of the foiled. And then you get like paper that comes with it. So like this had the red checks, get off there, with the keys. It had the little drink me bottle with the coffee cups and the little, or the teacups. You got the little teapots and all, well, it's upside down. Sorry, guys. The little teapots and mushrooms and all that on there, which is really cool. Hey, Joetta. Then you got, oh, yep, it was ours. You got Alice with the little pocket watch and the keys on it, bows. And then you've got the red Queen of Hearts and Alice. So you get all of that with the magazine for $15. So that's why I always grab them. I grab the, well, I mean, I always grab them. But this one I was like shocked because I was like, oh, that's perfect timing. Lori's in the house. April's in the house too. Yes, and when you go online, on the website for card making and papercraft, if you can actually get free digital downloads of papers and things like that too. I mean, there's a ton of stuff, guys. And so like this was the Alice one, but I've got a couple others. Let me grab a few others and show you. Okay, like this one had a thing for Swan Lake. You got the dies, you got the stamps, and the embossing folder with it. And then, you know, you also get the free, like, this one happens to be like Fun Time Circusy themed papers inside. So, like, that was that one. This one was around Father's Day. And it had bees and sunshine type paper in it. And all of these cute little like dad, because this was June, but then there's like rubber boots and high heels and sewing machines and perfume bottles and cakes and mixing. So I mean there's like tons of different stuff in there. Then this one had like strawberry field type stuff, and then it had the fairy kit that came with it. So, and it's not uncommon to get, you know, all these extras in the kit. So, like, you know, there's a die sheet. There's 2 of each die sheet when they're there with the die cuts. And they're like that. So, it's really nice. Then look at these papers, guys. There's the little fairy girl. Another little fairy girl. Butterflies. The pretty flowers. And just a plain, which is nice to have a nice background. There's another little fairy one, a script one, and then another butterfly one. So I mean, that, and like that's the fairy kit. Then like this one, I didn't grab the magazine, but this came with the magazine. Yep, Strawberry Fields Forever. Hi, Kathy. Like this one came with Mandala Magic. So it has like pages you can use to make mandalas, and that matches the mandalas. And then it also came with the die set to make the little ones. So a mandala patchwork. So, I mean, you get a lot of, and like this came, plus there was the full magazine. And the magazines have usually tons of projects you can actually use that for to give you lots of ideas. So checking out in the magazines. I know a lot of people, you know, walk past the magazines and don't pay attention to them. Definitely worth checking out at Michael's. So we're going to get started. I'm working on ephemera, trying to get all my ephemera finished. And so let's get started. Let me get a drink first. Okay. So I have these pages, and I wanted to basically make a basic envelope out of these is what I was doing. So I'm just going to, and this sheet is, and I'll tell you what size this is. Just because if I don't, somebody will ask. Let me see, because I don't think this is actually 8.5. No, this is 7.5 by 10. So these are 7.5. Yeah, and they're just like, you know, on the magazine thing, like where all the crochet magazines and all that. There's that. There's another one on there too, but I don't really care for it as much. These I just love. And some of the stamps are like really, really nice, high quality stamps. Let me hold on. Oops, I tripped over my cord. Okay, like these are just some of the stamps that come. Like this come with the little scooter and the little flying tag behind it as a die. But these are Bon Voyage, like for summer travel. And there's your little scooter. And then here's all your little words that you can cut out with your die. It's got little postcards, little tickets, little Volkswagen Bug. Okay, so you get, that's 40-piece stamp set plus your magazine. So that was pretty crazy. This was a Christmas one. It came with all the, aren't they so pretty? And little bows. And it come with the dies for the birds and the little things. The fairy thing that I showed you a while ago with the fairies. This is the stamp kit that came with them. Here's a Summer Meadow one. And I use this all the time. And my journal's like on the edge of my pages and stuff. I love it. This is an Autumn Wonder. This is an embossing folder. Look at those stamps, guys. Look at the little fox. I mean, there's so much detail. And there's little grass, mushrooms, a pumpkin, an acorn, a leaf, and now a squirrel. So, I mean, you get quite a bit of stuff with them. It's like probably my all-time favorite paper magazine. I really like it. So, okay, so I'm making envelopes out of this. This was encyclopedia paper. So I just sort of sprayed it with my sprays. I know, right, April? They are my favorite. And like I said, you get that pack of stamps plus a magazine for $15. Nettie, you probably can get it even where you're at, probably a lot cheaper because it's from the UK. So you may be able to get it a lot cheaper than we can here at the US. So yeah, so if anybody wants to know, because somebody will ask, I folded at 4 1/4 is where I folded mine at. So just in case you wondered, I just fold it. If you take your paper and fold it in half, and then I pull it back to where I have about, this is like 2/5, and then the bottom is 3/5. What's the name of it again? It is called, hold on a second, Card Making and Paper Craft. Card Making and Paper Craft. And it is, I mean, and it's not like you just get that. I mean, there's like tons of tips and tricks. Now, yes, and I realize it's card making, and somebody's going to go, but I don't make cards. The problem is, the only thing with that is anything you do on a card, you know, you can get all kinds of ideas that you can use on journal for tip-ins and pull-outs and, you know, just all kinds of stuff. And it's not just that, because sometimes they do, well, like, okay, here, I'll show you. Perfect. Let me get to 79. Let me get to page 79. So 79 is like ideas for pockets. So you get 10 different pocket ideas. Yes, and if you order it like for a year, No, but the United Kingdom is like where England's at and all that. So usually Canada can get stuff cheaper than us from the UK area. But yeah, if you order and you take out a subscription, you get it cheaper. The only bad thing is if you live in the US, you usually get like a big awesome kit with it when you subscribe. If you live in the US, you don't get that big huge kit because I didn't cut it yet. Well, that would have been nice, huh? Hold on. Let me open my glue bottle up. Hold on. It's going to be one of those days. You guys ever have one of those days? Okay. Now we're going. And then I'm just going to glue up the side. But yeah. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Natty, if you look online, you can usually get stuff cheaper than we can from the UK. So you might be cheaper buying things from the UK versus the United States. Just throwing this out there for you if you're from Canada. And I'm just making some basic envelopes. Then what I'll do is I will go through and sew around the edge. I'm not so much worried about this because this part because it's going to be covered by the flap. So I will sew around the edge just to add, additional security to it. And these, I don't make them all the same. I just sort of, you take it up, back it off about yay much. But yep. Got tons of ephemera to do. So my goal is to get all the bases prepped today, and then tomorrow we will decorate them all. So when I finish tomorrow, we will have like a load of ephemera left or ready to go. Now when I fold envelope, I do leave just a small amount here. If not, it makes it harder to pull your stuff in and out. So just a mental note for that. I found my bone folder, cleaned it up. It's like brand new. Okay, so there's those two. They just have to be sewn. And you can tell I don't measure exact. Once you've done it a couple times, you sort of get the ideal area. But you can't always make it as large or as small as you want. Everybody's awful quiet tonight. Why is everybody so quiet? Is everybody looking on the website trying to see if they can find it? Oh, I know, but I'm actually, this part right here is the only part that's upside down, the inside part, and I'm actually decorating this side to attach it, so I'm not really worried about it. I know, April. I'm one of those people that I am. Hold on a second. I'm trying to find my thing of ephemera over here. Where did it go? Where did my big ones go? There they are. Oh, your puppy setting night. What puppy are you setting? Whose puppy are you watching? What kind of puppy? I almost thought I had Fred talked into stopping and getting a puppy over the weekend, but he didn't. He wouldn't. It wasn't that he wouldn't. He just. Hold on, I'm getting my stylus. Oh, good luck. Okay. I'm going to turn this way. Yep, I know. I didn't get one. I figured he reminded me that 4 teenagers is probably enough of a mess to have to deal with, which is true. Doesn't help that my daughter likes to bring every stray cat she can find home. And she does. And I know I fold those up. You do not have to fold those up before you score. I find it just sort of helps me. It just seems to be the way that I do it. Oh yeah, when you cast it to the. Yep, there you go, Jackie. And then once you get it, they, send you specials for this and that and the other. Yep. It's the truth. Actually, it's probably a puppy probably makes less of a mess, I'm sure. Because I have 2 teenage girls, you guys. Do you want to talk about laundry? Yep. There you go, Nettie. I'm with you. Yep. Much, much cheaper. Nope, it's not going to let me do that, but I can do this side. Yep. They make big messes. I glue mine and then ink them, and everybody does it different. I know some people will swear by inking and gluing. I glue mine and then ink them because, and this is my reason why. If I ink them before I glue them, I tend to over ink them, and it's just I waste a lot of ink doing that. Because to me, it makes sense if I'm going to start doing it, then I end up, inking it all over the place, which just wastes a lot of ink. So, my mom, 6 cats, 4 dogs, and an old baby man. That's so funny. She does. My dad is ridiculous. And then I ink them up after I get them done. That's just and everybody has their own prerogative and the way that they do it. And you'll see each person will do it different. I usually just run around and ink what I need to when I get it done. Oops. I don't like how it's really not rounded as much as I'd like it to be. Oh, I understand that, Natty. I remember when my kids were little, oh my gosh, with 4 of them, I would pick something up and they'd have 3 things tore out. And I'd pick something up and they'd have 3 things tore out. It was just nonstop. And then when I go to ink it inside, I just get my little brush. Oh, this one good. I had black on it apparently last. Should have cleaned it off first, I guess. So you can't really tell. Do what, Beverly? This file folder pocket is part of the kit. And then, I mean, if you find a place that doesn't have as much, or you can even, because these have enough space, I try to make sure they have enough space that you can get in there, or ink it before. That's your preference. That's just how I do it. And so that's how I do mine. And I sort of like that color difference, but you're not going to see it when I get my stuff in there. So yeah, these pockets, these 2 pockets are part of the ephemera for the kits. Just in case people didn't know. Oh, sorry, Deborah. We used some of yours. But yeah, so if you look in, some people may not have known, what that was, or tried to figure out what in the world that pocket was when you cut it out and you're like, what is that? That's what it is. It's a file folder pocket. And a lot of times, well, I guess I should have done one that way to show you guys. But sometimes I'll just use this. This is going to take forever doing it that way. Sometimes I'll cover the inside if I'm doing something really nice that I want to make, not that all journals aren't nice. I'm not saying that, but I mean, something that needs like that extra touch to it. I'll put it, put on the inside, add something to the inside. These on what to do with them. Yep, they're file folder pockets, and they come in there. There's 2 of them. The one has the little garden girl on it. Were these not with the? I'm pretty sure they were. If they're not, then I will make sure I get them there. Give me a second. Let me go look. Let me make sure I got everything to you, because if not, I'll try to get those loaded tonight. Give me a second. They look sort of weird. If you haven't, when you print them out, they look odd if you don't know what they are, because they don't look like that when you print them out. So that may be why you don't. Yeah, see? They're on there. They're with the 2 washi strips. So you just, you score there and across here, and then fold that flap up, just like I just did. Yep. They were with the 2 washi strips, and that's what those are. So I have these. So let me put this up for a second. Okay. And I'm going to measure these. They are 7 inches. 7 inches by, well, let me do it down here so I don't have to think about it, by 3.5. So I need, and I said 7, right? So I need, let me think, what did I do with my pen? I had a pen when I came down here and sat down, guys. Okay. I got it. 6.5 by 3. 6.5 by 3. Let me grab my cutter. And yes, I have the small Tim Holtz one. I tend to go back to this one. I don't know why. Maybe because I started that. Oh, I bet, Lori, hon. Yeah, I have had a really bad headache all day too, and I don't know why. Okay, so I needed 6.5 by 3. These are, you know, when you buy your garden journals, this is the inserts that go in there, and so that's what I'm using. Because, you know, you're always like, well, what do I do if I'm not putting them in a binder? What do I do with them? So I need 6.5. And then I need it by 3. And these I'll just put over there to use for other ephemera. 6.5 by 3. I bet, Lori, that's how I'd be too. So just we were talking about you today. Well, was it today? I think it was today. Mom, was it today? Yep, I think it was today. Me and Mom was talking about you. Not in a bad way, just, no. You know, worried about you. Okay, did I do 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should have 6. Where's my other one? It's hiding. Yeah, it was today, wasn't it, Mom? Yep. Let's see. Let's see. What else did I need? I think that's it. No, we was just worried about you. Not like, you know. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Give me a second, I'm contemplating. Yeah, we do too, Marty. You'd be surprised how often. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, Mom called and we were talking today and wondered how you was doing. Mom does. She'll say, have you heard from such and such? Or if somebody's not on a live, so, what have you heard from, you know, they weren't, I noticed they weren't there, and, you know, they're usually there. Hey, I don't think I seen April last night, and I was like, well, that's unusual, you know, I wonder if she's okay. You know, you just automatically think that, and it's just, it's not bad, it's just worried about people because you care about them. Okay. I loved you too, Nancy. We do, we all. I think that's one of the biggest things. I get told that all the time, and it's like, you know, well, you know, yours isn't. I'm in lots of groups, and I'm involved in lots of groups, but this group is so different. And they said, you know, that because it's like a family, and I mean, it really is. I mean, you get attached to people, and it goes beyond, you know, the hour every night you're watching a video or whatever. No, I mean different in a good way, though. I mean, not in a bad way. I mean, just, I think everybody actually cares about people, and oh, I don't think it's, well, it might be because of my mom. Maybe it is. It could be. My mom's, she's one of those types of people. When I was a kid, you guys, this is no joke. And I might have said this before because sometimes I tend to, you know, repeat myself because I'm old and that's what we do. I said we. Man, every kid in the neighborhood. I have got to do something with this ink thing, though. It is driving me crazy. You guys didn't see me do this. Oh, you thought about it about a different group until you realized how awesome we were. See, I made my hole bigger and it's working better. Awesome. She did, though. Every kid in the neighborhood would pile at our house, and she was just everybody in the neighborhood's mom. She's always been like that. But she was the mom that stayed at home when a lot of moms went and worked and stuff when we were little, and, you know, went on the field trips. So every kid in school This is your first live. Yeah, Deborah, I do the same thing. Oh, is it the only first and only live you do? Oh, I'm going to put this over here. I want it to be square in the corner. Oh, Nancy, that's not good. I want this bug. I've seen this bug in my bag. Well, check it out. Isn't it cool? It's one of the Tim Holtz Field Notes ephemera, which I have ordered. It's waiting for it to come in. Which they're supposed to be shipping soon, hopefully. All my stuff will get here. Everybody ready for Tim Holtz stuff? I love Tim Holtz stuff. Yeah, I'm going to keep these flat because they're going to go in the... Let's see... Okay, so if you cut these to 3 by 6.5, even if you do a regular piece of paper, and then just add, a jewel beetle, and just add your tab to it because you know how to do that. Now remember, if you're going to add your tab to it and you want like a 1/2-inch tab, then you're going to need to make this, I made this 3, didn't I? Yeah, you're going to want to make this 3.5, and then, cut your tab. But if you do that, where did I do with... I just finished the blasted things. Where'd they go? Keep moving stuff around here. There it is. Then they'll fit right in there, even with the little tab sort of showing. You may want to make the tab a little bit bigger. I wanted mine sort of recessed. But then you can pull it out and actually write on them. So yeah, you could probably get by with... Let's see. Actually, you could do the width-wise probably 3.5 if you wanted to, or 4 with your tab, and it would work. But I like mine sort of tucked down in there, so it's sort of like hidden. That's just the way I like it. But I need to pull that out and ink around it. It's not April. Come on, guys. April always gets the bad rap. She takes a bow. What an honor. What a privilege. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, thanks, Trish. And of course, I'm going to round my corners because, why wouldn't you round the corners? And I'm just inking along the edges because of the paper that's made out of. It sort of has a gloss, so it's not going to take ink very well except on the edges where I cut it. And on the outside edges. That's how I am. I'm super quiet until I know you, and then I don't shut up. But I managed to do this, which is like sort of freaky. You wouldn't know I'm quiet now, would you? I was one of those kids that would walk around with my dad and like hold on to the back of him because I was too shy to talk to anybody when I was a kid. That was me. But once you get to know me, you better watch out because I just go, 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 go. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. I know we've got the chat. I don't remember. I don't know who. Somebody who went and did the video chat and the. I don't know who started that or whatever, the video chat and the messenger thing. But they have Facebook rooms now. Where you can go in and you can limit the amount of people that's in there. And you can see everybody and all that. So it's sort of like the Facebook video chats, but you do not have to have Facebook to be able to do it, which is sort of nice because I know some people, like my mom doesn't do Facebook at all. So, that's why you never see her on Facebook floating around, or because she just doesn't do Facebook. So, yeah, it's like a face chat type thing. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Let me do a butterfly. Then we'll do some flowers. Normally I would put cheesecloth, lace, something like that under these, but because I'm actually putting 3 in each pocket to have 3 spots, and then I can always go through and what I think I'm going to do on the back though is I haven't coffee dyed some. I meant to coffee dye some notebook paper so I can have lines on the back. Yeah, see, I'm a homebody. My mom is too. I'm one of those people, I could just stay at home like, full time and be perfectly happy. Like 24/7. Other than my thrift stores and my Goodwills, that's like the only place I want. I don't even like going to the grocery store. I like Facebook. I don't like some of the chaos and the drama that goes on. So there's that one. And then I like rounding my corners. I could round the top ones, I guess. I didn't round them on the last one, I don't think. I'll go back and round them so they're all even. Yeah. Hey, you guys, I did see if Lori, type in your YouTube thing. If you have not subscribed to Lori's YouTube, if she puts her thing up, I know, I love the butterfly and the bug. So I think I'm going to do this one with insects. And then the other one I'll do, let's see. Which was this? I'll do this one with the insects since it's sort of green like grass. And then this one I'll do with the flowers because it's got flowers on it. So let me find another insect of a different color or a different species of some sort. You guys, I just love Tim Holtz. That's a pretty moth. And it's green. Oh my. Oh my. There's a mushroom for the other one. I like that mushroom. And I like those 3 little flowers, but I need to pop that. Oh, no. I was just saying, post it tomorrow when you get some stuff up. Okie dokie, honey. Lori. Well, I'll chat with you later. Ooh, there's another bug. Another beetle. Nope, I like the butterfly better. I need another mushroom or a flower or something to put on that other one. Maybe let's see. Ooh, that one's pretty too, though. There's a lot of butterflies in here. Oh, there's a dragonfly. I'll do the dragonfly, even though I like the butterfly. Oh, there's a cute little flower. I hope we use that. Yep. I know, the dragonfly is cool. I have some stamps I'm going to use. I want to do some index cards. I got cool stamps, you guys. I got some cool stamps. Well, I've got a lot of cool stamps. My problem is I have too many stamps. Way too many stamps. Yeah, you can find so much really cool stuff if you get to looking. There's so much stuff going on out there. And I was talking to Keisha from Keisha's Creations. She was on last night if you were on. And I was talking to her today, and we're like, there's so much out there, and everything's different. It's not like there's no crafter that's the same. Oh, did you? I love insects. Good evening where you're at, Wendy. I had to stop and think. Yep, you're in the middle of the night there. My husband worked and lived in England for a while as an engineer for a corporation over there. And the corporation was in the United States, but he got sent over there and was over there for quite a while. But he lived by the Black Sea. Oh. Okie dokie. Okay. And this is remember when I was separating my pages and I cut off those ends of the music? That's what all these scraps are. So I'm just literally using the scraps that I had left over so they're not wasting. Well, hey, Cheryl. How are you today? She has to make sure her son's inside. Oh, Lord. Oh, believe me, you can't do any worse than I did when I started. Seriously, go back and look some of mine at the very beginning. They were horrid. When I first started, I didn't want to talk, and I didn't want to be seen or anything like that. So I did the video, and it was all silent with music playing with words up on the screen because I didn't want to talk or be seen. So there's my 3 little insect ones. I got my beetle. And butterfly. And a dragonfly. So, and I did stagger them, so they're sort of staggered. They're not all the same. So there we go. So I've got my little thing. You want some bugs too? I know. Okay. So with this one, This one I'll do cream color. These are the little slides I cut off when I cut my cardstock down. Thank you, Cheryl. Let's see. So I'm going to cut these at 6. Now there is a camera that I started out with, you guys. It's fairly inexpensive. It does. I mean, I went to like a higher grade camera just because, but if you're wanting just like a really, really cheap one, to sort of start out with. No, that one's shorter than the other ones. Well, dag nabbit. Well, that's just going to be short then. We'll work with it. We'll make it work. Hold on, I'll grab that. Okay. It's just a basic Logitech. I was trying to see if it even says what kind it is. But it's just one of the little simple Logitech cameras. You can get it from Walmart. It's fairly simple. It just plugs into the side of your computer. But I think it was like $20 is what I started out with because I wasn't sure I was going to, if I was going to do it or, if it would go over well or if anybody even cared, so I didn't want to waste a big bunch of money at first. I think it's a C20 maybe. I'm thinking I'm not going to do a video. Why? Janet, do you have a holder that holds your phone, or are you doing that on your own, or do you hold it yourself? If you hold it yourself and turn the camera on, like when it's like this, then it's going to turn when you put it in there. How you can avoid that is put it in, like if you've got it holding something, put it in the holder, then turn it on. You know what? I was too, but it's not bad because you guys only see my hands. I mean, well, that's not true because I've done a face video, but, it's just my voice. So. Well, if you're worried about making one, really, April, geez, do it through the Facebook, through like Facebook Messenger or whatever. Yeah, put it on the holder, then turn it on. Yeah, put it in the holder, and then turn it. Put it in the holder, turn it on, and then put it on landscape and see if that makes a difference. Oh, cool, Cheryl. Good, good, good. You didn't miss anything. Me being slow as ever. Awesome. What an awesome job. That's cool, Cheryl. Yeah, there's a lot of places overseas that have completely shut down because of the way things are. Well, see, that gives you time to save up, and then you'll have it ready to go when you want it. Yeah, so okay. There's my little. And then these I wanted a little plainer, so I have like if I want to draw or anything like that. Hey, my mom's good about getting writing off the walls. She gets crayons off the walls. The grandkids do that to her all the time. Not my kids. My kids never did that because, well, that's not true. Giggles peeled a little section of the wallpaper when she was little, but that was pretty much it. But my brother's kids, woohoo! His grandkids, whoa. Them great grands do a whole lot of stuff we never did as grandkids. We'd have got, let's just say, my grandma believed in Southern parenting, and my parents believed in Southern parenting. I'll just put it that way and be nice. Oh, Lori, I got my book today, honey. I Am in Love. My husband's like, oh, that is so awesome. No, that was I don't know, Nancy. Yeah, see? That great granddaughter is horrid. I don't know if she is or not, Nancy. I'm not sure what's going on then or whatever. Hopefully I'll be able to get her down there. Yeah, she did. But look, hold on, let me hold on real fast. Let me grab it. Is anybody else gonna do a Gone with the Wind journal? Did what works for the video, Lori? I have to get a drink, guys, so give me a second. Oh no, Deborah. My mom was worse. My mom sent me to get my brothers and my brother to get mine. So you would get the biggest one because it was for your sibling, and then she'd use it on you. She was horrid. And shoes, not shoes, but you guys remember the goofy little house slippers? But she had this friend. She had this friend I grew up with, And she carried a big long comb, and in church, if you misbehaved, she'd okay, I will put it in the mail, April. I'll just go buy another one. Doesn't bother me. Anyway, is anybody else doing a Gone with the Wind journal? Oh, Lord. Okay, so these are my little flower ones, and I wanted them sort of plain, and I love how they turned out. I love that mushroom. Oh, okay. Huh. And I loved how these turned out. Really like them. So they look totally different. So just in that little bit, let me find the other one. Okay, April, when it gets at your house, it's not my fault. So you have these who have more of like my camera froze for a second. Have more of that like tattered look. Then you have these that are really clean. So it totally changes the style, but it's the same one. So you have two different versions. But these are all the same. I got all the ones the same. Oh, well. Okay. I thought somebody was talking about they were going to do a Gone with the Wind book. Okay. Never mind then. I know. These are gorgeous. I love these. And these are super easy. And these things, you use the pages and you have all these things sitting around. Yep. It's going to come flying to April's house. Okay. I'll send you some, Cheryl. Did I mail your stuff out today? I don't know if yours made it out today. If it hasn't made it, hold on, Cheryl, I'll show you. If it hasn't, when you take apart like the flower garden binders, it's just one of those, and I cut it to 6 inch by 3 inch. But I did it 3 inches by 6 inches. If I did it again, I would cut them 4. I would do 4 inches, not 3. So if you're going to do these out of these, do 4 inches, not 3. The 3, unless you want them somewhat recessed, which I sort of like because, if I want to put something in there and divide it up, then there's plenty of room. So, I mean, that's sort of up to you on what you want to do. Well, when I was at the thrift store the other day, I found these. And it says, I'll simply die if you don't come to my party. Besides, I prepared those scrumptious little turnip I hate that word, hors d'oeuvres. But I'm going to cut the picture out and use it, obviously. Yeah, I think it was Cheryl Emery. So I'll send you some of these. I've got a whole pack of them, but I thought they were pretty cool. Okay, so we got that done. Woohoo! That part's done. Woohoo! So we got our 3 envelopes made. We have our pocket cards and our index file things made. Oh, I know, Marty. There's things that I think of and I'm like, oh, and I say it out loud because then yes, I'm going to be doing a Gone with the Wind. Not yet, but I'm going to be doing one. Just personally for myself. Yep. Okay, now I have these, and I love these. think this is begonias. I don't care so much for that side, but I mean, like this picture at the top's okay, but I don't really like it at the bottom. So I'm actually going to use these as pocket tucks. And people do pocket tucks a different way. Oh, me too, Marty. So, let's see. I wanted about 3 inches, so that's about that's about right. Close enough. And then I'm going to take it just about to the top, not all the way to the top. I want about 1/4 of an inch difference or so, 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, something like that. It doesn't have to be exact. So just about down to the bottom. Oh, and I'll tell you what size these pages are in a minute. These pages are 6 by almost 9.5. Okay. So I got the top fold right there. I'm going to take this and pull it back up to right here. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys. I was watching and I don't remember who, so don't ask me who. I'd have to go look again. And they did the coolest thing, and I'm like going, oh, I want to do that. I want to do that. But it would be difficult, maybe. I don't know. But she has a YouTube channel, and she does junk journals, and I can't remember who it was. Anyway, whoever it was, she had all of her members send in like a junk journal page that they had made, and they wrote their names and their city and state on it, and they sent them in to her. And then she made a journal out of them to keep or whatever, but then she made a page and sent to each person. I don't know who. Lori? Funny. She still thinks she's funny. But it was really cool. I was like, oh, that'd be so neat to do. I said we should do that. You know, maybe go in groups of like 4 or 5 and you decorate a page and you send it to like the 5 people. Then when you get those can be your main pages to do like one signature journal instead of like a full journal. It'd be a really cool swap. And then I'm going to glue these down. And this will give me, let me grab my little card. I will have my big tuck. So I'll glue it down to the page. I want to glue it all the way down so it has support. If I didn't and I just glued around the edge, or technically I could glue this edge down, I would have a tuck here and a tuck here. I'll have a tuck here and then a little bitty tuck right here. So you could actually get 1, 2, 4 tucks out of it. Technically, you could do here and here and be able to tuck something down at the top if you wanted. So, I mean, you can vary it, do the top, you can do this side, you can do that side on the back, and then you have the front. So I like doing those just for basic little page tucks to throw on. And there's just nothing to it. And it uses up an old book page. Oh, yeah. This wasn't Gail. I remember if it was Gail. I'm trying to remember who it was. I don't know. I'm not going to be able to remember it because I'm trying to remember it. Yeah, her stuff is real cool. You guys crack my mom up. You guys have any idea? If you had any idea how much you crack her up. Every time I talk to her, she's like, they just crack me up. They're so funny. Okay, this is going to be glued down. I'm going to use this as my tuck. Okay, and this edge over here, like if this is the edge of my paper, is going to go on the edge of my paper on the side to create a side pocket that I can put a tag on that hangs out with all the stuff. And then this is going to flip out to do a flip. So I have to put paper on this still, on this part, so it can flip out to right. So that's what I'm doing now. You know, I think I'll keep the dirt on there just because I think it adds to it a little bit. Yeah, that's me too. I have a whole list of journals that I want to do, and it's like every time I turn around, there's something else. Let's see. I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to do this. I'm just going to glue around the edges so I can actually make it a tuck plus a place to write. And I can put another little buggy on it, or a flower or something. Whatever I find that I like that goes with it. Something with red in it, because I got my flowers over here that are red. Yep, that's what I do too. I got 2.5 gallon Ziploc bags from the Dollar Tree. Well, let's put something bigger on there since that's a sort of a bigger page. I don't know if that sort of blends in, but it might be okay. Put a little color behind it. Yeah, because one day you'll sit there and you'll be like, oh, I want to make a whatever. And then out of the blue, you'll be like, oh, wait. Yep. Oh, I just smell my cheesecloth. I have all of it in a tote for my secret garden thing. And I threw these 2 tags that I got from Lori in there. They still smell like that stuff. I think it's the fabric on it. But so when I picked up my cheesecloth, it smelled. Yep. There you go. Oh, I've got stuff for a bunch of different journals. Oh no, Lori, I like it. It's not bad. It's not overpowering or anything. You could just still smell it. I was like, whoa, that's so cool. It wasn't a bad thing. I know I have so much to do, and I have a Lily's here still. I wondered about you, girlfriend. You know what? I'm not going to fold that in half after all. I'm going to leave it that way. And I will put it on the page like this. This will hang off on the end. It'll have it in there, and then you can open it and have a tuck. So it'll sort of have this disguised look. I do too. What is the first one you're doing? So there you go. Okay. Have that. Then I have a couple of these that I want to do something to decorate. So what time is it? Okay. Wasn't sure what time it was. And yes, I print out extra pages. I cut out extra pages, so these CD envelopes are part of my grungy kit that I have. I think there's 16 different colors. I think it's like $4 for it, and you can print as many as you want. But they're pretty cool because you can't really tell in the thing, but like that's what they look like. So they have all the lettering and stuff behind them, and then that's what the back look like. And they just print off, and I'm in the process of doing plain pastel ones and doing plain bright color ones, and then there'll be a white, a black, a brown, a gray. You know, all of those. So that's what I'm working on. And I finished, I have to get it posted, but I finished all of the parts to my Lasting Legacy kit, which I know some people, I think Trisha's been one that's been waiting on that. And then I'm about halfway through a vintage Christmas one for July, although I know that, yeah, they're for sale in my shop. They're like $4. Hold on, there's a whole set of them. Hold on, I'll show you all the colors in a second. There's this one, that one, and a green one. Then there's a gray one that sort of has some creamy, and they do have multiple layers where I actually made them myself. So you get like that multicolored mixed media look. There's that one. There's a dark, this is a darker green. So it has more of a darker tone to it. Then there's a blue. There's a rust. I know. Don't that look Tim Holtzy's? I was so proud of myself. I've done it once before, but I didn't think I'd ever be able to do it again, but I managed. Pink. This is a purpley one. And a pink one. And orange. And a bright blue. And this is a lighter pink and a lighter purple. And then a yellow one. So, yep, I was extremely happy with them. I'm really happy with how they turned out. And there are 16 different colors. So, I was happy. Do I keep the ink off of when I'm doing them? Because I actually use CD envelopes and make them. That's why this doesn't have the plastic in it, which I like not having the plastic. That's just me. Some people like that plastic in there, and you can put plastic in them, you know, using any of your stereotypical means that you do. But yep, that's how I do it. And I'm just trimming this up, and it doesn't even matter if it's going to be straight because I'm going to seal it in. Yeah, I actually make them, and then after I make them, then I scan them in and actually upload them. So when there's like 5, 6, 7 colors, I actually put 5 or 6, 7 layers down and build it up. So no, I take the cellophane out before I make them because it smears so bad with the ink. Okay, Connie. No, I actually took college classes in graphic design with Photoshop, Jackie. I'm a Photoshop girl. So there's the front I wanted on mine, and now I'm going to put, you know, some lace around it and decorate it. But I actually wanted to fill the front in so then I can use the back as a complete pocket. So that's sealed in on that front side, so you can't even tell that it's there. So now I'm going to ink it up. Oh, well, thank you. I do too. I'm quite happy with them. But like I said, I want to do some plain ones, you know, some plain pastels and, you know, some different colors. And I may do some regular envelopes and different things. And then somebody was like, well, you know, are you going to put physical ones in there to sell after you make them? And I actually printed them out and cut them out and made them all in, I don't know, 2 hours or so. So I had 16. I like them because then you sort of already starting somewhere. So, okay. Now, let's see, lace-wise, what do I want to do? I think I want to put one of the little, no, maybe I don't. I did that on the other thing. Yep, that's too wide. I don't want to use that. Give me a second. I'm looking through all my scraps. Ooh, I actually think the yellow would look really good because there's so much yellow in there. I actually think I'm using that. And I'm not a yellowy person. I usually don't like yellow at all. I'm going to put it on across the bottom because I think it looks cute. Like a little dust ruffle. Oh, hold on, guys. Let me glue this. Yeah, usually she shows up my drum roll and reminds me. She had one job. No, just you always see those things are like they had one job. Okay, Cheryl, where's the lid? There it is. Cheryl takes my lid and so see? And I mean, that was nothing but cutting out a piece of the digital page, gluing it in, and a lace across the bottom. I do think I need a button. I think I need a button. Oh, I bet. Oh, wow. I bet that would be pretty. No, maybe not. No, too big. Too big. A little brown one. I wish I could find a couple of those. I'd use a couple of them on there. Oh, there's a bigger one. Sorry, guys. I concentrate when I'm digging through my buttons. That's like my thing. You have to think it like that. Yeah, April, have you went and seen anybody about your hand? Or you just my mom did that a while ago, you guys, and then went and they think she actually like broke something or something in her hand. But she just kept going on and on and on without worrying about it. You know, oh, it'll get better. You know, that's what you always think. My Fabri-Tac just is not wanting to stick today. I know, but if you've broke something, it's not worth not, doing permanent damage where you're not going to be able to craft or anything because of it. Think about your crafting, man. Yeah, I gotta let that sit there for a little bit. Yeah, let this sort of set up a little bit. It's not. Okay, let me set this to the side, but there we go. With these little buttons, little pile of buttons in the bottom. I'm gonna set that to the side. Listen to Dorothy. See? Yeah, are you actually having it wrapped or anything? Are you putting it on ice? Because some things you do to your hand, if you use ice, it's bad for it. Some things you need to use heat for. That's why you go to the doctor. You're the keeper of the lid. I know, right? That is like detrimental to all things. Okay, let me grab my phone and go check to see if anybody else, because there's always you 5 people that wait till the very last minute. Okay. Let me find it. Yep, see, there's always that one. Oh, that's so pretty. You guys did such a good job. Janet, those little bees are adorable. Those ones on your cover were gorgeous too. Okay, so I need to add Deborah. Deborah. If I broke my lid. See, I think there's something going on with YouTube. Oh, yeah, I bet. I understand, Deborah. Oops. Do you guys see how I did that ahead of time and dropped everybody in there and had everybody's names wrote down? Yep, trying to get on the ball so I don't take as much time up. There's all the little papers. It is gorgeous. I love those. I know. I did a altered file folder that was done with bees at the honey pot kit from Junk with Steph. Yeah, I already have a headache. I have a headache too. Okay, and the winner is Connie Barch. Is she here? Is Connie Barch here? If she's not here, we got to redraw. Connie Birch, I think is her name, actually. Maybe not Barch. Connie. Yeah, her name's Barch. She's not here. Connie Barch, are you present? If you're present, come forward. Yay, Connie! Make sure you email me at donebydorothycrafts at gmail.com and email me and or you can Facebook message me if that's easier. Facebook message me with what kit that you want. Yay! And that's one thing too, if you're on here and you buy things for me from my sale, you want to make sure you check in your email account and make sure my PayPal things aren't going to spam. You got the mountain flower, didn't you, Lori? That was going to be my next altered file folder that we did. I love it. I love that kit. It's one of my favorites. Okay, so there's one of our little CD things, and I love it. I think it's so cute. Super simple, nothing to it. And now I've got a pocket. Okay. Then what I am going to do, though, is I'm going to size it up. So I'm going to go from the top to where my lace started. And I'm going to trim. Yes, the mountain one I love. It's one of my favorites. And then let's see. Nope, I'm going to pull this from this side since we got the buttons over there. I don't want too much on one side. I'm going to glue down the side. It's called Mountain Flower. Oh my gosh, it is one of my favorites. Let me see. I just had a printed kit of it. I printed out. I'm not sure what I did with it. I just printed a kit out, but I think I put it in my file already. Yes, Mountain Flower. When do they start posting design team videos? I am getting ready to send them their email, and then they will have a month. Yep. So let me find a piece of paper. Well, this is printed, but say this is my page. Then this one, since I have the buttons, I want them towards the inside. Then I'll just fold it over and glue it. And that sort of takes that up. And there's just nothing to it. Super easy. and without having to do anything to the background, it saves so much time. So, because if not, normally I would have had to add color to it, stamp it, add more color to it, stamp it, so on and so forth. So on and so forth. And this one I want to do and make sure I get the little girl in. So, oh yeah, and it's one of those kits you can use to do, you can use it any kind of, because it's so flower based, you can use it in any kind of nature. Okay, a design team is, there's people that signed up, and basically what happens, we did this like not too long ago, although I do still have openings for guest designers. I was one of 4 people that I actually had people help me pick my design team. So nobody could go, well, it was personal reasons that she didn't choose me or whatever. I just try to stay clear of the radar under that kind of junk. But basically, you sign up. You can sign up even to be a guest. And what you do is you sign up, and then every month, Trisha is on my design team. She's on here. No, what it is once a month or once every month, depending on, how it's set up. You contact me. Either I pick a kit. Well, okay. It depends on who the person is, to how they do it. Some people will assign you a certain kit. Like they'll say, okay, for the month of July, we're doing My Dearest Jane kit, right? And so you get that kit, and then you design or you make something. You craft something out of that kit, and then you post your video. You post it on Facebook, Instagram, any kind of area like that. No, even my regular ones don't have to make videos. You just have to have, be on social media. You share it to your groups that you're in that will let you share it. Now, if you're in a group and that group will not let you share videos, then don't go in there, smudging. But you just have to go, that you use the kit, what kit you used or whatever. And that's pretty much it. And then you just, for doing the designs and basically advertising the kit by doing a design, then you get a free kit. If you go on the Facebook group and search the word design team, it'll pull up the original post that had all that stuff in it, and it'll tell you what to do. That's the easiest way to do it. Yeah, if you just search the Facebook group. You could do either one. You can post your whole entire process for it. Or you can just literally do a flip through of the journal if you make it, or if you make tags. It doesn't necessarily have to be a journal, if that makes sense. You can make literally anything. Certain designers will tell you they want a specific thing on a specific date. Some people will want videos and everything else. I'm like, if you're on Instagram and you do Facebook, so, that's sort of out there. Okay. So I'm going to cover this up here. What do I want to use? Yeah, I think, is it in the announcement, Trisha? I think it is in the announcements. Yeah, if you guys, when you first go on the page, that very first at the top, it says announcements. Anything that's going on that's important is going to be under those announcements. So you always need to check there. Like if I have to cancel, for some reason or anything like that, that is where it'll state. well, you're welcome. It's been there. Like I said, you submit, and then I actually have a group of people that I've sort of teamed up with, and we sort of help out with each other's design teams, deciding what's what. And if it's something we think that'll work, then you're good to go. Night, Jackie, honey. And then on top of that, let me find I also have a team that are testers that test. So, like, if I make a digital kit, then they get the kit and they test it to make sure, like, the envelopes actually make envelopes, or, all of that kind of thing. And, okay, if you go into the search box, and if not, my Fabri-Tac doesn't want to dry tonight. I don't know if it's the humidity in the air or what the deal is. What did I do with my buttons? I also have a tester group. I want a little pink button to do this because I think it would just look so pretty. Or something that's got a pink well, there's the perfect one if I can find it. Fat hand, get in there. I was trying to stick my hand on this old jar. We'll see, it stuck to that, but it won't stick to the other one. What's up with that? If you give me a little bit of time, let me get this down, and when I get this down, I will go pull it up and bump it to the top of the page, or I'll put it in the announcements so you can find it. And then anyway, my testers. Okay, Joe, that's great. How you doing, Joetta? Yeah, thumbs up for me because I'm awesome. You know what? I haven't seen Marty's on here lately. Did she go to bed and I miss her? But yeah, you can do that. Let's see. So, I mean, lots of different little things. Yeah, if you search, I was going to say you should be able to find it there. So, see, that's just a little bitty basic and just a couple little things of lace. It's still got to dry because it's wet. But yeah, just a little bit of something on there. And I mean, I just pulled colors that was out of the picture. Like there's the blue, there's the peachy color, and then there's the cream in her little outfit. If you need anything, Joe, let me know. She's stalking. That's not very nice to say about your sister. Okie dokie. And then I'm going to cut my little hinge so I can use it. And then when I go ahead and do that. So, yeah, she's been in the corner eating cake. Then I go ahead and glue it, and that way when I go to put it in, one of my hinge sides is already dry, which, So then I got my little hinge on there, and there we go. And see, there just wasn't a whole lot to it. I mean, it's just layering up a little bit of lace and oh, good luck, April. Have fun. I went to my thrift store, you guys, and I kid you not, I walked out with, what did I get? I got a book on astronomy that was a new book for my kids. It was the only book that I could even find. They had nothing, no old books. You know what's bad when you go to a thrift store and they don't even have one Reader's Digest, not even like the new ones, had none. I think with, once they released the Corona thing and people were allowed to go out and go shopping, people just went crazy. Okay, guys. So there's that one. So there's my Sue. I still have one more to do, and I'll finish it up tomorrow. But there's my two. I like the ones with the little kids on it. Ooh, Lori, fun. I like it. 1768, my lord, child. Nice. I have a ton of old stuff. I actually have well, the other day Saturday when I was selling, I quit at like 11, 12 o'clock. I literally had not went halfway through. Had not made it halfway through my pile of stuff to get through. I just have a tote full. And I still have another pile of books I haven't even started on. So, yeah, they just seem to be disappearing. I think eBay, people are eBaying and all this other stuff. They just disappear as soon as they get them. But yeah, so I have a ton of stuff. Yeah, this time I went, I was disappointed in the books really bad. Oh, your Goodwill closed? Oh, no. Ours just opened back up, but, they have a few oddball things, but not really anything that's really awesome. Yeah, people are almost, I think, afraid to sell things that are worth anything because I have a rule because I wouldn't be able to take apart old books either because I am like a book person. No, you cannot reproduce Edith Holland. You have to have an original. I actually thought about cutting one of mine up and, selling it off in pieces so everybody would have some. My only problem with that is knowing exactly what to charge right now because they're not usually by now they've went back. And well, but see, when I bought mine, I mean, I got 4, but 2 of them were in really, really bad shape and they were sort of falling apart. So I actually thought about cutting one off and selling everything else, but I don't know what to charge. And my rule is if I buy a book and it is falling apart, if the binding, the spine of it is falling apart or pages are falling out of it and everything else, then I will use it. If it's intact, I tend not to use it. That's just me. Like my Edgar Allan Poe books I have 5. So, I mean, I could have done a lot more pages and stuff, but the only one that I used was the one where both the covers and the spine was falling off. And I felt okay to go ahead and use it. And that's just what I do because I just don't like, ruin them. So if they're falling apart, no, you are not supposed to, even if you're using it for yourself, you are not supposed to photocopy any images out of books or anything else. if it's under copyright. So if it's from 1925 to present, you are not. You can tear it apart and use the original, but you are not supposed to copy it, even for yourself. You're just not. That's their rule. Because you're obviously, if you're making a copy, then you won't buy one. That type of thing. I have an Edith Holden it's completely fell apart. I mean, it's like, it was in pieces when I got it. But like I said, I don't know how much to sell it for. And they're so expensive right now. They're running, you can find $70, $80 a book. Some of it, I've seen one go for $117 on eBay. So, I'm just a little leery to go giving mine away. I'm sort of like wondering if, yeah, some of them are ungodly. Will I visit who in jail? Who's in jail now because they copied something? Well, that's just, and a lot of people don't not like that. Yeah, so I mean, I have one, and I have a project I think I'm going to do out of it. Yep, you can tear those Bibles. No, don't tear the Bibles apart and use them. That's horrid. I shouldn't have said that. Uh-oh. Yeah, I mean, you may be fine. I'm not stating what you should each individual person to do. I'm just stating what the rules are. That's what I'm doing. I can only present you with, just like a child, I can only present you with the rules, and then you choose to do what you want to after that. There's not gonna be any Fabri-Tac in jail. But yeah, that's just, I mean, and if you don't know, you don't know. That's just, but I'm a bookie person, so. But yeah, I have mine. I thought about doing it, and I don't know where to start. And right now I have 9 projects that 9, 10, 11. I have about 14 projects going on right now at the same time. So yeah, you just have to do what you feel is right for you. And that's what I'll say on it. I'm not going to get into the whole copyright and blah, 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 blah. I found some Fiskars stamps that are real naturey. I like. And they're Fiskars. So they were pretty cool. And these are Inkadoos. Check them out. There's a hummer and a ladybug, a flower, a dragonfly, and a butterfly. I love these. And then there are these wildflower ones. I know that dragonfly one's amazing. Do you have this stamp, Marty? Of this dragonfly? I don't. You will have to look and see where you find these from. I found these. They're used where I found them. I bought them used. This is Fiskars. It's called Naturescape. In case you want to know, it's called Naturescape. This one is called Mindscapes. And it's an Inkadoo. This Inkadoo is called Meadow. And it's pretty. It's got like Canadian thistles. And then this is THMM 106. And it's, I don't know if you guys remember when Tim Holtz had the mixed media ones. And it comes with a stencil. Let's see, THM 10. Hold on, I'll find the one it is. There it is. So it comes with, nope, that's not it. That's the wrong one. It's the one that has the stars. Hold on. I'll put this back here. It comes with this stencil that has letters and stars. And then this Tim Holtz thing. Let me put all this in here upside down. It comes with this. Well, it helps if it's. Let me grab something that's not so dark to put behind it. There you go. There is Beauty and Simplicity, that gorgeous butterfly, the numbers, the dots. Live your dream with passion. Replace fear of the unknown with curiosity. Yes, I've ordered stuff from Wish. Yeah, I do. I like the dots. I like the butterfly. But Tim Holtz has amazing stamps anyway, but I have a Tim Holtz fetish, you know. I really do. I have way too much Tim Holtz stuff. Big stencils? Anybody want a stencil? I'm a stencil fanatic. I love stencils. I need to use them more often because, I mean, I don't use them very often. I mean, I have some really pretty ones too. You have the Gothic floral. Well, I think Connie Woods bought that the other day in the sale. Yes, you have to watch. And then that one. I love that one too. You have to watch. Their shipping prices are crazy sometimes. It'll be really cheap. It'll be like $1, but you'll pay $15 in shipping. So make sure you watch that, or you'll end up spending, you know, $50 worth of stuff, and you'll have $360 worth of shipping. And the floral one, I like that one too. And I like this one. I have a whole bunch of favorites when it comes to Tim Holtz, though. So, but I did want to share those stamps. I did find those. So that's what brand that they are. But okay, ladies, we will be back here tomorrow at 9 p.m. to work on our Secret Garden journal. I will finish tomorrow. I will finish my last envelope. I want to do a couple more tucks. I have guest receipts, index cards, and Rolodex cards. How do you make a journal bigger than A5 size? We are going to do that. Thanks, Joe. Night, Trisha. We're actually going to be doing a journal like that really soon, Bev. So, okay. Love y'all. Good night. Lori, keep us posted about tomorrow, please. I know it's going to be a long day. I don't expect you to be here, honey. Just let me know what's going on. Okay? I love y'all. You guys have a great evening. Or, well, a great night. And we'll see you all tomorrow. And remember, Lori. Yep, click the like button on your way out. Share with your friends. Subscribe. All that wonderful stuff. I never say that stuff. Night, Janet. Night, Nancy. Kathy. Marty and Eddie. Everybody. Night, Mom.